Alright, so we're gonna be starting off this with the Death of E3 Celebration Special, the Jimquisition, by Jim fucking Stephanie Sterling. And as you can tell from the thumbnail thing, a wrestling champion. So yeah, I heard about this. At first I wasn't sure if that was like a real thing. But yeah. I think like nobody was wanting to show up for E3. Which I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of disappointing because E3's been around for so long. I know E3 has like fucked up over the years a couple of times, but it also has like a lot of good memories for me. Because it's just like, it's such a gamer thing. It's part of gaming history. It also made it easier to watch all this fucking streams and shit when they were all on one thing. They had specific times. They weren't fucking random. You had a list. But yeah, let's watch this. This will no doubt be fucking hilarious and will give me info I probably wouldn't hear about anywhere else. Let's do this.
The night corn is in bloom, the Pringles Scream Weaver is in its cage, and Kellogg's are the proud new sponsors of the Jimquisition.
Wait, what?
They were sponsors a while back, but their mascot stayed over at mine one weekend and
I love the background.
But it's been recongealed. So
that's what you do with a China set thing.
To our new sponsor,
cabinet thing.
Our new partner,
that's what you do with it.
Freshly and milkened mascot. The cornflake
Macot. I love the... Turn it down for me. This is... I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty creepy.
The marketing department's right. Anthropomorphized products are cute.
The Death of E3 Celebration Special.
My body is ready.
Oh my god.
Oh! Hello everyone, James Stephanie Sterling here, PCW Women's Champion. We're here to celebrate today. No, we're not celebrating my championship, although we should. We are celebrating, we are remembering,
gonna be AFK for a little bit, be back soon. Alright, Phoenix.
About the Electronic Entertainment Expo.
Don't fall down the fucking stairs while you're gone.
As the case
swear.
may be. There's no
Take my eye off you for 1 second.
There was gonna be an E3, but there ain't no E3 now. So join me as we look at the cancellation of E3, why I'm being so, well, let's just say non-commiseratory about it, and then let's take a look back at my best moments of the history of E3. Settle down, fuck butter, lube up your topic hole and prepare to receive my 3.5 raw
Jesus
inches
Christ.
of hard, throbbing subject matter.
Hold on.
After years of limping along, that massive monument to masturbatory marketing, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, has officially been stuffed into a trash bag and dumped in that river by the old factory where that girl died. After several years
What the fuck?
E3 2023 was going to return to LA as an in-person event, but it's been cancelled. And it looks like E3 is done. E3 is over. Done.
Yeah, that's the thing. E3
honestly,
was like talking.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, E3 was talking like they were coming right back. Like nothing happened.
Now. While Nintendo pulling out of annual E3 press conferences certainly isn't alone today.
Whoa.
Indeed, this is one of the main reasons E3 2023 was
Did the video
screwed
just
since
cut
at least
itself?
the start of this year.
That was
Nintendo
weird.
had already confirmed that it had made the decision not to attend E3, and then reports came out that Xbox and PlayStation would be...
Oh my god. Really? I have to go to 480, aren't I? I don't know. Something's been weird with YouTube
Sweet
today.
Suit.
when I was watching
suit. The years since Nintendo's
videos
original
earlier.
E3 snub have seen more and more publishers figure that maybe they don't need a huge expensive trade show to get their game announcement out there. Nintendo Directs drop online whenever Nintendo wants them. Both the PlayStation and Xbox brands eventually adopted the formula, with Microsoft having already announced its own
thought it was just me.
LA-based
No,
Xbox showcase.
like,
Seemingly
it's been weird.
independent
Hold
of
on.
E3 2023.
It's been weird because it's like everything else is fine. Like I was watching Twitch streams earlier, like and then I would check YouTube, check my subscriptions, and I would try to watch a video, and then sometimes it wouldn't load the video at all, and I would have to close the tab and then try again before it would load up, and then even then it would be like I had to lower the resolution, but I would be able to watch a live stream from Twitch just fine on like the highest setting. It's weird. So I think it's a YouTube thing.
Well, I mean, it's definitely independent of it now. Basically, every company in the industry has both wide-reaching social media
So sorry,
feeds
I have to
and
watch
their own
these in
Twitch
lower
channels.
resolution.
On top
YouTube's
of
being
that,
weird
the
for me
game
right now.
advertisements, awards, has done a good job supplanting E3 as the most hyped and news-heavy video game event of the year, solidifying its status during the COVID lockdown when E3 couldn't operate and not a single game publisher seemed any the worse for it. Now, I'm being a little hostile here, and it's not just because I hated E3 every time I attended one for work.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
It actually sucks being at E3. If you've been to E3, you know the score. It's overcrowded to fuck. You have to walk through a miasma of body odor every time you claw your way through an endless sea of white guys wearing graphic tees and sports jackets. You got to queue for hours to play a game you'll be playing comfortably at home in a few months.
Like I'm sure for some people going to E3 was like a pretty cool thing to do, but if you also had to do it for work, it probably was a little bit more miserable than just like a little vacay.
Months anyway. You're lied to directly to your face and expected to go along with those lies because game previews are meant to be optimistic. You're increasingly blacklisted by game companies for your awesome reviews. You're up at silly o'clock every night writing about games you don't care one shit for but was assigned to cover, typing away in the questionably stained room of a motel full of Black Widow spiders because your editor-in-chief crammed you in there at a ratio of 4 people for every 2 beds, and you can't get a moment to yourself for a cheeky wank because a guy you don't know called John Carnage is always there. You've been told 5
my
times
God.
already you're not allowed to kiss Jonathan Holmes with all the tenderness of a midnight lover.
Oh my God.
Smoking weed loads, and it's years before you're going to get really into drugs, so you're still scared to be around pop for whatever suppressed reason. And aside from the fact you saw
my
Tommy
God.
Tallarico's garish yellow car parked suspiciously
There he is,
outside one of the
Tommy
motel
again.
rooms one
His
night,
mother is
nothing
very
interesting
fucking
happens on any
proud.
evening, because the only thing that is going on are industry parties, and you don't understand
His mother
how
is
anyone
proud,
else
you guys.
still has any energy
Still,
for parties because
to
you're
this day.
fucking exhausted after walking your fat ass around all day, and you're cold and hot at the same time, and also there's no Wi-Fi. I think 1 or 2 of those grievances might be specific to me, but in general, this should be relatable to anyone who's ever covered a games event. That press room Wi-Fi, right? In all seriousness, I actually argued with my editor-in-chief at the time over how worth my time attending events like E3 was, and it's one of the big reasons I ended up leaving my first games media job. They wanted me to go to shit like E3. I wanted to cover it from home because I could do my job better remotely rather than be stuck on a show floor without internet, unable to follow the news properly or find a space in the press room to write
Yummy.
anything. And it just struck me that my approach to E3 was actually ahead of the curve. I learned years and years and
Once
years
again.
ago that I could do things quicker, cheaper, and more efficiently
Jim
by
fucking
not
Stephanie
attending
Sterling.
E3. Shit, almost
Ahead
10
of
years
everybody
ago,
else.
This would have been 2014. It would take game companies ages to catch up to me. Anyway, the important part is that
Yeah,
about
like
a
I
year
said,
after I
E3
left,
would
my
have
former
been fun for
editor-in-chief
people
emailed
who
me to
weren't
say I
there
was
for a
absolutely
job.
right about everything we argued over regarding my job and what was best for the website. So I've always been the Cassandra of video games. I'm brilliant. Anyway, my grudge against the event itself is only a secondary
Welcome back,
hostility.
Phoenix.
The primary, of course, being reserved for its organisers, the Entertainment Software Association. Fuck the ESA. I'm not even sure I have to explain myself at this point, but you know, it's always nice to remember why the ESA is a big bag of shit. We are the game industry is one of the ESA's most popular taglines, and, well, It's reason enough to hate it, right? The game industry is a corrupt, abusive, short-sighted and self-defeatingly profit-hungry beast. The sleaziness and sometimes even crimes of which we've covered 1,000 times over the years. More specifically, the ESA is a lobbying organisation, and since lobbyists only exist to push the political agenda of corporate interests, even if it conflicts with the well-being of the general population, their existence is unavoidably inherently immoral. It's thanks to lobbying that America is so heavily influenced by the corn industry, and why corn syrup is in everything over there, even fucking supermarket bread, despite it being addictive poison that is heavily regulated in other countries.
You don't care what the kids eat, huh?
Excuse me?
That has high fructose corn syrup in it.
And?
You know what they say about it?
Like what?
I mean,
It's that it's made from corn, it's natural, and like sugar, it's fine in moderation.
What do you mean fine in moderation? You put it in a fucking cheese sandwich, cunts! One of the ESA's most insidious little tactics was the Video Game Voters Network, a group designed
Never
to
thought
look
going
like a
into it's
collective
fun,
of
but I just like
politically
seeing all the
active
game
video
showcase
game
in a way
lovers,
that
but was
was
in
easy
fact
to
an example
follow.
of AstroTurf.
Yeah, there's
a lobby
that.
group
Like
pretending
I
to
said,
be the
going to
common
E3
folk and swindle people into voting their
for
way. Did you get it, AstroTurf?
a job
because it's fake.
would have been
grassroots. Do you
aggravating
get it?
and annoying.
The ESA famously supported censorship of the internet.
Going there
via the
for like a
horrific
little
SOPA and
vacay just to
PIPA
see what's
bills,
going on
refusing
would have
to pull
been
that support
probably
in
a
the
little
face of heavy
fun.
criticism until after the
But other
bills were
than that-
defeated, at which point it spoke out against them to try and save face. The ESA stood idly by while loot boxes promoted gambling to vulnerable people.
Was that
of
the
all
commercial
ages,
you thought you
and
dreamt
the
up,
ESRB
Yomi?
deployed smoke and mirror tactics to fool everyone into thinking that something was being regulated. The ESA and its rating board, the ESRB, basically just cover the industry's tracks and just fuck 'em. I like it when the ESA doesn't achieve things in general. Anyway, speaking of failing, I thought it would be nice to celebrate the best of E3 over the years, looking back at those moments that'll live on forever
the crowds
in
for
our
me.
hearts.
Oh, yeah.
I may
Oh, well,
have no
I
love
hate
for
anywhere
E3,
crowded,
but
but-
it can't be denied. For many years, it was the biggest thing in the gaming
I think going
calendar,
once-
and it was home to many amazing moments.
just for
like
fun,
this.
for like a little vacation, just to see what it's all about. Would have been nice and cool.
Oh no, no, not that.
But going
We're
for
not here to
work
look at
and trying to
actual
go
best
every
moments.
year,
Oh,
that's
no,
a little
no, no.
much.
We're here
I would have
for
been fine
100% grade
after that
A,
one
pure,
trip,
unadulterated
just watching it
cringe. This is the slot
on
you
stream,
want in your gobbling
live,
troughs, you fucking
in a comfy
swine.
chair.
All right, bring the house down, guys.
Bring the. Oh my god, this is so fucking awkward. Oh. No. No. Could you imagine being there when they did that?
The notorious Wii Music demo from Nintendo's E3 2008 showcase was legendary, as adults far
That's
too
one
old
word
to be
for it.
embarrassing themselves like this played with their little white sticks to a numb crowd. Really though, that entire press conference was a shit show. Nintendo was pushing desperately hard the image of a friend-shaped font of happiness, despite being a corpo like the rest of them, and it was fucking creepy, like something out of a damn Paul Verhoeven film, but serious.
Well, as you can see, my name is not Reggie. But these days, I do have a lot in common with my boss. We're both having a lot of fun.
Oh my god.
I'll make the next one.
I'll try to talk. Mom, I love you more than anything. And not just because you bring me all the video games. Now, how could that not put a smile on my face? I don't like a smile taken off of my face, and I'm smiling again today. I mean, how can you not be happy when your job every day is to get up and think about video games? I can't stop smiling.
Smile.
A lot of
Oh
smiles.
my God.
New smiles. Good morning. There are millions of us veteran gamers hungry for what's next. The unique forms of Wii interface.
I guess you could say this is another thing we're gonna miss about E3. They somehow made it weird and awkward as fuck every year.
DS is also the only
There was always
gaming
something
dedicated
meme-worthy.
platform where you'll find Will Wright's Spore
Oh
this
my
year.
god.
The Ichiro. Seriously, they really have that stuff in Seattle.
Oh my god. This really going at it.
Creativity
Really
is
going at it.
mushrooming.
You really like
Wow.
that throttle, don't you, Reggie?
My bad wrist action.
Little old-fashioned sword dueling. What do you say? Just a small taste.
Is it over yet? The weird shit got transferred to the Game Awards. I don't know if it's ever reached this level of awkward yet. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if they ever will.
That's why they call me the Reginator.
Oh my god.
Of course, for true platform holder embarrassment, you can't not go all the way back to E3 2005 and Sony's disastrous PS3 reveal. The PlayStation 3 had a fucking rough time of it throughout its life, and it all started here. Nobody cared about what it was offering, and then there was the price.
$599 US.
Remember when the advice from Ken Kutaragi was to get a second job if you couldn't afford the PS3? He said he wanted consumers to think, I will work more hours to buy one.
Oh
We
yeah,
want
they've
people to
had
feel
some
that they
awkward
want it,
and
irrespective
weird
of
shit
anything else.
happen.
The arrogance was off the charts.
Any product
But I don't know,
carrying
it hasn't
a
reached
has
like
a lot to live
E3
up
level.
to. And yet again,
But to be
we
fair,
delivered
they haven't
on
been
the
running
promise.
as long
PSP
as the
delivers
E3 had, so
unsurpassed gaming experiences in a portable
it's
system,
they only have
rivaling that of PlayStation 2.
time is on their side right now. It's just
PSP uses an optical disc medium called the Universal Media Disc, or UMD. 23 UMD video titles have sold more than 100,000 copies.
I'm gonna beat you, and it's gonna hurt because I don't know.
Richard, what
what?
do we have here for today?
What?
Phil, today we have the Eye of Judgment.
And I'm just looking forward to that experience, and I know that it's gonna come from PS3, PlayStation 3.
Crash Bandicoot thing and the robot thing.
It's gonna be like taking over the whole world.
Yeah, I place a card into the screen,
Oh my God.
onto the screen here, and a monster instantiates. And now I can actually interact with this card.
Like I said, it's just
Let's see if you can guess what the title is going to be by the way this game will actually start. And I'm sure you're dating yourself by saying that you remember. The game is powered by Namco. It's Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer. Remember that one? All right. Another example. Whoops.
oh yeah, there's been
This is
some
another
cringe shit.
example.
There's
Being
been
based
some
on
cringe
history,
shit.
The stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. Stages where there will be fighting on horseback, and stages where there will be including such features as
I want
real-time
someone. Oh my god.
weapon change.
Hold on. I want someone, please, unless someone's already done it, but I want someone to make like a YouTube video or something, a compilation of every E3 where whoever's speaking on the stage or whatever keeps stuttering the words and goes, just like every time someone did that while they were presenting some shit on the stage or whatever. Like, oh my god. I need that. I don't know why, but I do.
And real-time
This is before they had fake footage for their demos.
based on Japanese history. Being based on history, stages of the game will also be
Yep.
based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab. Flip over this crab on its back. Let's see. If
Let me
the
clear the
shows
bullshit
up.
from my throat.
Hop on its stomach, and you attack its weak point for massive damage.
Now moving from legendary Japan.
PlayStation 3 is inspiring.
PlayStation 3 will retail for $499 US. Whoops. The 60 gigabyte PlayStation 3 for $599 US. Whoops.
Microsoft was never really interesting enough at these things to have a standout shit show, though it did have its moments, predominantly involving the Kinect, or Project Natal as
Yeah,
it
the
used to be
Kinect was
known.
never not a joke.
Where are you?
No, no.
There you are.
Okay, this child is adorable, but...
So this type of facial recognition has never been seen in any consumer electronics product.
Get the special
I need to show you some pics that I took today. Okay.
Go through the door. Oh, we'll get those other coins next time.
It's so good.
Next,
They
check
got
out our full body motion
actual
capture.
gamers to play with demos on stage, or
as you can
really
see,
bad.
when I start making movements with my avatar,
Good. Let's do some checks.
Lightsaber on.
Oh no. Oh no, Captain Hook. Whoa.
it instantly mimics me on screen.
Then there was charlatan and inveterate liar Peter Molyneux giving us a glimpse of a
Peter
dead-eyed little
Molyneux.
boy called Milo. Milo never happened. Well, not that one anyway, but that's probably a good thing. Firstly, because it was unsettling, and secondly, because Peter Molyneux is a fucking liar, and Milo was only ever going to be another load of shit.
Hiya, Milo. How you doing?
Hi, Claire. You okay?
Actually, I'm a bit nervous.
You? Nervous? I don't believe it.
This is the first time that thousands of people are going to see this.
Thousands of people.
Here we're seeing Claire being recognised, and the emotion in Claire's voice being recognised, and that emotion reflecting in Milo's face. Claire knew Milo so well, she knew when he was worried about something. The head was down, he wasn't looking at the camera so much, and this is about you meeting a character, a person.
Well, why don't I help you with yours? Like that?
Claire has been thrown a pair of goggles. Notice what she did. This wasn't acted. Claire drew a picture on a piece of paper. The piece of paper was held up to Milo. Natal recognised the piece of paper.
Milo? More like
Yeah, I will
Lilo.
so...
Did you get? Speaking of Peter Molyneux being
I will say though, like for the Kinect, I know it was just like Microsoft's, you know, gimmick with the whole motion control shit, but I will say it's still, the Kinect is still used today for like serious shit in the world, like for learning. It's used for like learning surgeries and shit. Like there was a documentary or whatever that showed like what is being used on or whatever, but it's pretty cool that something meant to be a gimmick for gaming is used to actually help in serious professions. That's like pretty cool, even if it was by accident.
a fucking liar. Remember Fable the Journey, an on-rails Kinect game that was on rails because it was an on-rails game? Well, Molyneux was obsessively adamant before release that the obviously on-rails game was not an on-rails game. Seemingly for no other reason than he loves lying so much, he'll try and lie about something that self-evidently contradicts him. E3 is home to one of Peter Molyneux's most underrated lies, one where he roped a bunch of game journalists into lying with and for him. During a closed-doors preview event, he made them undersign a statement on a board that said, Fable the Journey was not on rails. Even though it was. I remember when one of my colleagues went to see that game and came back and said,
Yeah, I
that's
just
what
think it's
happened.
interesting. The
I
stuff
was fucking appalled.
meant for like
It
a gimmick
was
for gaming
weird.
is used
It
for
was an
serious
open
shit these
showcase
days.
of a
That's
lack
pretty
of
cool.
integrity on the part of everyone involved, but I almost can't blame any journo put in that socially awkward position by him. Almost. Just fucking shocking. And fuck that unresponsive on rails fucking game. Fucked up my elbow. Did Fable the fucking Journey. Hilarious shame.
I was disappointed about Fable the Journey because it was literally just a Kinect gimmick. I wanted an actual Fable game.
Giving a fuck. Quiet, claustrophobic, orcs as all get fuck. Truly legendary. And an absolute font of memes at the time. 1 million
Meme
troops.
Central.
Extreme. Extreme. Indeed. Extreme. You're right, shut up.
Hi. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you like Anoa and the Vic Viper. No Gradius fans? Vic Viper?
Today we prepared an exciting announcement for you all.
Oh, come on now. Don't tease him. Let's get on with the announcement.
Oh.
I was just talking to the sales guy, and he's already ordered 1 million mics, which I don't know if that's a big number, but shit.
You can compete in the online leaderboards and battle with the armies of the more than 1 million troops. 1 million troops. Wow.
The crowd.
1 million troops.
Which I don't know if that's a big number, but shit.
So wait, you're telling me there's gonna be Dance Dance Evolution?
Dance Dance Evolution? No, no, no.
Shit.
Because we played this game, we can kind of dance now.
Nah, I don't think so. It's nothing we can show everybody.
I know. But it's embarrassing. Let's dance to the demo.
I think it was just a couple of games Konami was like showing off, but it was they landed on their fucking faces.
Come on, what's this?
You will find us many other games. Whoa. This is not originally hack and slash anymore. This is an extreme hack and slash title. Not funny.
It's embarrassing.
And hey, Tommy, you have some announcement for this
Oh,
title.
Never Dead. I actually remember that. I think I might actually have that somewhere. Maybe, unless I had to like sell it in desperation throughout the years. But I never got to like play it. Like I started it, but never got to play it. But it was actually a pretty cool concept. It's actually a pretty cool concept.
What's that?
Where you basically can't die, but your head gets knocked off and you use it. It was a cool concept, if I'm remembering the right game.
So that's where I put my hands and feet, right?
Yeah.
If you just continue to press the same button like X and Y and X and Y again, you'll be sucked.
How are you doing, Naoki?
You'll be sucked.
More to go.
Oh my god.
Afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Wonderful.
Yo, I can't take this. People in the fucking audience with their fucking laptops and shit. You know, you get
Rock and roll. Activision once
the
held
lack
a show
of applause
hosted by a clearly high Jamie Kennedy who seemed to have a genuine contempt for the job and those watching him fuck it up. Truly one of those things where a description from me ain't gonna cut it. We're just gonna have to cut to it.
This is exciting. We're at E3, and I just want to say this place is the only place that makes the guys at Comic-Con look like Ocean's 13. Take a minute. Come on, that was... video games, they've been... Where are my jokes? Let's welcome the developer of this game from Neversoft, which...
Jesus, he was on something.
For Viagra? I don't...
He had to be on
It's
something.
getting around now. Yeah. I just hit a bunch of programmers walking around with hard-ons. I see some virgins in the audience. virgins? There's so many virgins in here. Richard Branson is doing this event. All right. That side got that joke.
Took the right game. We had it at one point, almost bought it, but never did. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I was thinking about the right one. I wonder if I had to end up selling it, because, like, over the years, I sold, like, a bunch of my games
one day, Jamie,
when I was really desperate for money.
Hey, I grab chicks every Friday, but I'm sorry.
Excellent, excellent. It's better than I thought. Recover.
Oh, cheesy?
I'm going to bring up now a real man.
Oh.
Not that you aren't.
How much
All
am I
right.
getting paid?
I am.
And you guys know he's English?
I enunciate.
You do? So I was wondering if I could just do the whole interview as Ozzy Osbourne.
Absolutely.
All right.
Aren't you doing that already?
No.
Or hungover, or both. He was on something, like something. He had either had something right before the
You guys
show,
are Americans. You're supposed to
the
do
night
it.
before.
Okay. We're not.
Oh!
It's embarrassing.
Now, if Kennedy was hitting the part, Ubisoft looked like he was on fucking amphetamines, introducing one of the all-time greats before Aisha Tyler took over, Mr. Caffeine.
For the last 8 years, I've been Ubisoft's very own Mr. Caffeine. Well, want to come over and play my Wii? We should connect. And thanks to the Sony Move, here, hold my Joy Wand. Yes, I'm not afraid of a few dick jokes, thank you. Yikes!
Oh my
Poop
God.
on your toothpaste. Let's go back in time,
Jesus Christ. These
Everyone
people
do it
were on something for real.
I said everyone come on, please. Yikes!
Those are some standouts, though E3 has enjoyed many fails over the years. I'd give you
God,
a
my
genuine
back.
favourite
I gotta
good
stretch it for a
moments,
second, hold
but
on.
honestly, truly, I can't fucking think of any. Mostly because I have a memory disorder that primarily targets positive events because of a deep-seated sense of self-loathing, and I can't ever really remember when nice things happen. E3 is done. And honestly, nothing of contemporary value was lost. Years ago, when social media was not as ubiquitous as it once was, when industry news could be better centralized and not everyone was doing live streams, E3 served a decent marketing purpose. In a world where any company can reach millions of people at any time, instantly, for the price of a tweet, it just makes no financial sense to set up a big booth in the LA Convention Center and pretend to like journalists for a week. One day, though, E3 or not, I will kiss Jonathan Holmes.
Oh my God.
I've forgotten. You know, was it E3 where Don Matrix said that if you didn't like the always online DRM of the Xbox One, that you could just keep playing the Xbox 360? Just the amount of corporate arrogance at E3 has always been amazing, and we'll have to look elsewhere for that, I suppose. But otherwise, I think I'm done. It's been a bit of a bumper episode, but then it was a bit of a special occasion. So I'm gonna go. My next confirmed wrestling booking, if you do want to check me out, is in Preston, April 22nd for PCW, where I will be representing as the women's champion, be it in a triple threat match.
Good for them.
Otherwise, thank you all so much for supporting.
I wish I could actually go to one of their shows.
/Jimquisition. Thank God for me, James Stephanie Sterling, signing off. Maybe there'll
Yeah,
be
I gave a
another
quick
E3
look at
one
my
day,
shelf over
maybe.
here where my
Who
games are.
knows?
I don't see the game, but it might be downstairs still somewhere. But my hopes are not high. Oh man, that was a good episode. So many memories. So many memories. It's kind of sad, but also hilarious and unsurprising at the same time.